Open your mic. Yeah. Okay. So when I say Britzone Surabaya, you can replay it with dare to speak. Are you ready, guys?
Sure,
Hey,
sure, ready.
Hello, Kak Denny. Maybe you can unmute too. Okay. I just started. Britzone Surabaya.
There.
Dare to speak up. Yay. Okay.
Yay!
Start for today. Okay. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Next. What we're working on. So because this pandemic, we just have a regular online class, but maybe when we have a well condition, we can running class with offline class, and we conduct class in every Saturday with various topics and speakers. Right now, we have a breakout room for FGD, and we have a webinar or sharing session. Webinar is actually maybe we wanna conduct once in a 2 months for webinar, and we have a even collaboration with a campus radio and another community in Surabaya and charity projects. Next. Yeah, this is our documentation for offline and online class. Next, the other project we have a lot of collaboration, right? We have collaboration with another startup too, and yeah, this is our partnership. And next, so yeah, this is online class roles. Maybe you have to dress up properly to know judging to others' ability, so you can confident with yourself. So mute yourself when others are speaking, like a conductor have a present. You can ask to speaker in a Q&A session by typing on the chat box or unmuting yourself. It is okay. So you please turn on your video and unmute yourself in a photo session, and maybe you can just turn on your video when presenting. Okay. Yeah, this is our social media. This is our Instagram. You can follow us in our Instagram at Britzone SBY, and Britzone Merch is, maybe you can stalking that in this Instagram, a lot of event about us, and this is our Telegram too, Britzone Surabaya. Maybe you have something to ask, is feel free to email us in britzone@gmail.com. We have website too in Linktree, and please subscribe our YouTube channel. We have a lot of topics in there before, so maybe you can see or watching in our YouTube channel. Okay, this is the final. Maybe we can start our interesting topic today. So this is your time. Recollect, Karian.
Yeah, hi. Okay. Thank you so much for Mbak Almira. Right.
Yeah.
Give a applause please for Mbak Almira. Right.
Oh, thank
For
you.
lead for this leader for lead this class today. Right. Okay. Hello everyone. So I hope that everyone having a good conditions, and I hope after this class you get some insight by what we have to discuss and what we would like to talk about this topic, right? So first and foremost, I just want to say thank you so much again and again for the Britzone Surabaya for having me, for giving me such a great opportunity to make like some of class here with bring some of topic, right? So maybe I just want to start and watch mine to next, please. Okay, so what we have to discuss for this class today. So I have some of table of content for today. The first one is about introduction and some of product. And after that, I just want to give you explanations and the definitions about what is a personal branding. and I will give you some of information about the formula to how to build the personal branding, and also there's some of like what is the misperceptions or misunderstanding of opinion by people when they have to build their personal branding. And last but not least is about how the importance of personal branding. So what you might do next? Okay, this is before I'm started. I just want to introduce myself. My name is Datu Amas. So I work as a digital public relation helping marketing. So we just work in like digital marketing, and yeah, I'm part of Britzone Surabaya too. So for any business inquiries, just contact me through this social media platform. I have like WhatsApp, Instagram, and also email. Thank you so much. Okay, let me just we have to start right now, right? Before we starting for continue for what is the main or the definitions about a functional branding, I just want to ask some of question here, and then you can just read this slide, and this is like just like us several questions, and you can or you can ask by yourself after this class, or you make this journal, or maybe the easier way you have to ask your close friends or your family, or for example like your related family, or maybe about your something about yourself first, right? So there's some of the question here. The first one is who are you? Maybe you can ask by yourself. And what is your passion and missions? What is your passion? And who is your inspiration and role model? And what's kind of uniqueness from yourself? And what do you have to do for this life? Don't worry, just I'm gonna skip this question because you can ask by yourself after this class, right? Okay, what you might do next, please. Okay, so prisoners. There's some of public figure here. So and I know them. They are really like women empowerments, right? They have like strong characteristic about two of them. So I just want to know about here participant, if you have know about what is the similarities and also the differences between two of them. Maybe you can raise your hands, or you can just chat in the chat box, or maybe I can point directly, right? So what about with Dinda? Hi, Miss Dinda. How are you? Would you mind to open your mic, please? Hi, Miss Dinda. Are you there?
Me?
Dinda? Yeah. Hi. How are you?
I'm good. Long time no see, Ryan.
Oh, Dina or Dina. Oh, yeah. Okay. Dina. Hi. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great.
Okay. So this is the first time you come to Britzone Surabaya?
No, actually, it's been a few times, but this is my first time in this year.
Okay. And it's been a long time, right? Never see you, right? Since in Britzone, Jakarta, right? So Dina,
Yeah.
okay, here I just want to ask you some of questions. So what is the first things come to your mind when you think about this female, this picture, I mean this slide? Do you know them?
Yeah, I know. I know them. I think um opinionated, if that's a word, and also public speaking, and yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. So what about Najwa Shihab?
Oh, Najwa. I think she's really like the um, I don't know
Okay.
about Najwa. Maybe politics. Yeah.
Politics. Okay. Thank you so much, Dina, for your insight for these two of public figure here, right? And Regina, what Dina said before, that's correct. So when we have to think about this public figure, because you know that the first one here, she is Oprah Winfrey, and you have been known. Oprah Winfrey is a really famous and about the Oprah Winfrey show at the time, right? So the similarity for two of them is they become a host or TV personality, same, but they have like something that make difference from two of them. For example, like at Oprah Winfrey, as we know that Oprah Winfrey is really when you typing the Opera, okay, when you type the Opera in the Google, or you want to, I mean, googling the Opera names, just type the Opera. You can find anything about Oprah Winfrey. So that's it about Oprah Winfrey, and she become like the first black female celebrity that have the highest followers in social media. And also when we talk when we talk about Miss Najwa Shihab, so the first time comes to my mind when I think is Najwa Shihab. She's a really have a great mindset about have a critical mindset, right? So and another one Najwa Shihab is she never afraid to speak up when she wants to speak in front of the public. So that's what we have to know about Najwa Shihab and what's Oprah Winfrey. So maybe would you mind to next, please? Okay, and here we have to know, right? This is President Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono and also Barack Obama. So two of them is like a former presidents, but different country. And I just want to ask some of people here. Would you mind to open your mic? Okay, so I just want to know about Miss Dinda. Hi, Miss Dinda. What about Denny? Hi, Denny. How are you? Hi, Denny. Are you there? Hi, Denny. Okay. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. You feel
Okay.
so well.
So, okay, I just want to ask you some question here. So, what do you think about President Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono and also Barack Obama? Can
Yeah,
you find some of similarities and the differences between two of them?
well, I'm not sure if the president if I compare the president between the Indonesian presidents, former Indonesian presidents, and the United States presidents. I don't, but I believe that, believe it or not Obama is my minor of my majority of the United States. I I was loved. I was a fans of the U.S. president of Obama. Obama is my loyal, was loyal. It was the best. It was the best. Then Donald Trump, Bush, Biden. The Biden was a lot of the more protest a lot for these peoples. Even Trump, even Bush, even Bush, they have to declare war in Iraq and Afghanistan. A lot of
Okay.
it.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Thank you so much, Denny, for your insight for Barack Obama.
I
Okay.
love. I supposed to be a Barack Obama.
Okay.
That was for me. That was me, Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I
Thank you
think
so much, Denny. Okay. So when we want to, what is the first things come to our mind when we have to think about President Susilo Bambang, or maybe his president, and they have a great public speaking. So look at the Psalms like Abraham. He wants the election at the time in United States of America because he has a great public speaking, right? He has become a public speaker, the good public speaker in another candidate. So that's why the branding of Barack Obama, as we know in this in entire the world, that Barack Obama has a good public speaking, right? And beside that, when we know about Barack Obama, maybe you can see his Instagram, right? Like a social media platform like Instagram. He always share about the affection with his family, like a Michelle Obama and with the two of kids by him. So that's we have to talk about Barack Obama. So what about with President Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono, right? So when we have to think about President Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono, the first thing come to our mind is this president is always tidy, right? Always tidy in front of the public, and he has like good public speaking. Seems like Barack Obama, but the difference is the Barack Obama always strikes the
It's
point and
13:30.
sometimes make like humor and make a fun when he has like an interview with some of interviewer. And the difference with Sula Bombayano that maybe some of people here have like a perception that Sula Bombayano have like a slow response and also have like a slow public speaking in front of the public. But the same of two of them, if they always share, they always confirm to the public that they have a good relationship with their family, especially previous family, right? So maybe we can continue to the next one. Okay, and this is the last things, and these are two pictures. Since the first one is become an influencer, and also the first one is actress. So maybe I just want to know some of people here. So from what about with Mr. Reddy, Master Reddy? So this maybe this slide is your favorite, right? So what do you think
Of
about
course.
Okay, what is the first things come to your mind when you think about these two fabulous women?
Okay, what comes to my mind when I see this slide?
I'm
Both
sorry, I
of
can
them.
hear your voice.
Hello,
Yeah,
am I audible?
yeah, sure.
Yeah. What comes up in my mind when I see this slide? Both of them are beautiful women, and
Sure.
then uh, they are also sexy. They generally play a sexy role in their film, yeah, and they play it well so that the film can attract uh, more attention, especially for men.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Masray. So, do you know this woman before?
Hello. Yeah, Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah. Beside Marilyn Monroe, do you know her?
No.
Oh, you know.
I
So,
can help you.
okay.
Yes,
So,
of
Miss
course.
Rita, do you know
Who,
about
who is
this
she?
I
woman
know
here?
this. I know this. Instagram Catwoman is right.
Yeah, that's correct. 100%.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Thank you, Mbak Almira.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mir.
Okay, what's there?
Okay, thank you, Ms. Ray and Almira. That's correct. When we have to think about this kind of two people here, right? So when the first things come to our mind when we have to think about Marilyn Monroe and these women. So they know as people that really have a very sexy, right? Very sexy when they are appear in front of the public because they are the standard of sexiness. And when we have to take a Marilyn Monroe, for example, like the dress, the blonde hair, and also this action picture, it just like become one of one of the landmark for the Marilyn Monroe itself. Seems like Mas Ray said that it's really sexy, is have personality, and also when we have to think about these women here. So actually, if for this kind of people doesn't know her well, his name is Andrea Gunawan. Seems like Almira said before. She's an influencer, she's a women activist, and he always speak up about he always pro and speak up about women, especially when some of girl or some of women have like accident like sexual harassment and sexual abuse. So she always speak up, and she has two social media platform that and the content that he always share is about Instagram and also Twitter. So maybe after this class, you can check by yourself about this women is Andrea Gunawan or Cat Womanizer. Thank you. So would you mind to next, please? Okay, now maybe some of you here maybe already know what is what we have to talk about, right? After we saw some of picture here, right? Like President Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono or Oprah Winfrey or Najwa Shihab, and maybe you already know what is the definition and what is personal branding. So here I just want to explain a little bit about personal branding, and it's come from personal branding by the marketing perspective. So personal branding is like an effort to create and influence public perceptions at the individual by positioning ourselves to elevating our credibility, our differentiating, and it could be like the purpose to make a personal branding, it means like to ultimate advance our career, increase our circle and influence, and have a target effect. So in here, before we have to know what is personal branding in the full explanation, I just want to share some of what is a brand and what is a branding and what is a personal, right? So when we have to think about brand, so the definition brand, the brand is just like when someone who wants to know our product, the product is come to ourselves. It is like a brand. For example, if you want to compare a product, the product is about what is the credibility that we have, what is the consistency that we have, and what is the values that we have come to from ourselves. And when we have to think about branding, so branding, it means like what kind of expectation that we want other people or public see ourselves. So that is a branding. And personal, I'm sure that everyone here know about what is a personal, right? So it means that when we have to give it a full definition about what we have to talk about today, is personal branding is about an effort that we can want to an effort that we have to create, start from the beginning, that there's some of value and we want to share to the public and public know about ourselves. That's our personal branding. So would you mind to next, please? So maybe this is there's some of question here. So how to build and how to develop the personal branding itself. So the first one that we have to know is the first is really essential and very important is we have to know about ourselves first. And when we have to know about ourselves, there's some of 6 points here that I have to explain. The first one is personal branding is not a max. So personal branding is not a max, means that when we want to build and develop our branding, it means that we don't have to make like pretend, because personal branding it couldn't be fake. So for example that maybe here I just know some of people here, right? Because I know they're close. So for example, like Maswedi, he don't want to pretending to become like he really like for example like something that he don't like, or he not passionate about something. For example, and also that in personal branding, it means that you have to be pretend, because if it's something that you have to pretend, there's some the result is not what it seems like what you want to create the personal branding itself. The second is about knowing your passion. So I know that I'm sure that everyone in this class have a different passion, right? Everyone here different passion, different hobbies, and also different interesting about something. And maybe you're really passionate about photography, or you really passionate about being MC, or maybe you have a really passion about being become a public speaker and become a public speaker and public speaking in front of the people, right? So this is maybe just the how you want to start about your patients, because before you want to create the good or the perfect personal branding, you have to know about your patients. Maybe I just want to ask some of people here, what is your patient that you really love so much? Maybe about what about Mbak Putri? Hi, Mbak Putri, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, yes, sure. So how are you, Mbak Putri?
It's good. And how about you?
I'm a little bit nervous, but it's okay.
Thank you for coming anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So Miss Putri atau Mbak Putri, so may I know what is your passions?
Well, if you ask me regarding one question, I'm not really sure, but I do love joining with people. I mean, doing a community, doing some activities with people, and then I love to help them to like sharing my knowledge to them so that they can know. I mean, so that not only me that know the knowledge, people also know that, and then help them to improve their confidence, I believe, because so many people's kind of like too too hard on themselves, and they don't know what to do to themselves. And then I'm there. I would like to just trying to help them to be stand high. something like that.
Wow, great. Thank you, Ms. Putty. So
Sure.
yeah, so it means that Ms. Putty already know, right, what is the patient come from them, herself. So and the third one is about what is your value. In here, value really important to how to start to create your personal branding, because value is just like related with what you have to know, and it's just like what is the prioritize that come to yourself when you have to create the personal branding itself. For example, the value, if I just want to be known as as a person that I have like consistent, or maybe I just want to be known as because I'm really honest to people. So that's the value that I want to build and to make a personal branding. And the fourth is about yourself. It's just like promote your brand. It means like if you know about, I just want to compare with marketing, right? Because I just want to share this a little bit about like one of product, right? If you have like some of product or you are entrepreneur here, so maybe you can find what is the uniqueness or uniqueness selling point from your product, right? Seems like when you want to build a personal branding, you have to know what is uniqueness come from yourself and what is different between and other people here, right? For example, I just want to give you some example here. For example, like maybe like okay, maybe just like Mbak Almira, right? Mbak Almira is she always consistent to become like a public relations, right? And when she wants to make it a job or something like that. So what is the difference between the public relations officer like Almira or another people? So you have to find what is your uniqueness, and you have to build that. It's about uniqueness from yourself to promote yourself, right? And after that, you have to promote, and maybe what kind of things that I have to promote. Maybe after this slide, I will explain about that. And the fifth is about choose the authenticity. So I think it's the most the most essential things that we have to think about knowing you are know ourselves. It means that we have to know about what is the authenticity for come from ourselves. So we don't have to pretend like, or we don't have to think like we have to be same with another people, right? Or we don't want to become like other people, and we don't want to become like convention by someone without we don't know our value, our patience, and ourselves. And in authenticity, the authenticity means that we have to be real about ourselves. For example, like in here, maybe Mbak Putri already mentioned about herself, right? And she become a leader in region Surabaya because maybe some of people have a vote for her because she really real, she always authentic, and she has a health value that should be chosen by people in region Surabaya to become a leader here. And the last but not least is about set your goals. In set your goals, it means that if you already know about what is your branding, and you already know what is your passion, your values, and to how to promote yourself, it means that you have planning for that. You have to know about like this is the plan that I have to do, and you have to make like some of journal, for example, like short term and long term. Is it worth it for me to make this brand or not? So you have to evaluate and always set your goal. I'm so sorry for typing this right, right? It should be set, not say. Okay. Would you mind to next, please? Yeah. Would you mind to next, please? So, no. Page 10, please. Please. Sorry. Page 10, please. Hello. Hello, guys. Yeah. Okay. So how to start to build the personal branding? After that, you have to integrate. What you went to page 10, please. Okay, sure, great. Okay, when we so how we have to start to build or to develop our personal branding. It means that there's some of four formula here. The first one is you have to discovery and integrate and create content and engage. So the first one is discovery. Discovery is means that it seems like you have to know what about yourself first, right? So there's some of some of to start about discovering yourself. You can use like a SWOT analysis here. You can use to analyze what is your strength, what is your weakness, what is important to come to yourself, and some of trait. Maybe I just want to ask some here, please, right? Maybe what about Miss Dina? Hi, Miss Dina. Would you mind to open your mic, please?
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Dina. So, have you ever trying to analyze what is your strength, what is your weakness, and opportunity and threats come to yourself?
Yes, I have, but it's only for like work interviews, so it's not really the honest one.
Okay. So may I know what is your strength in yourself? What is your stronger, something that you're really proud about? You're really proud of.
Mm, maybe helpful.
Helpful?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the weakness come from yourself?
Probably attitude,
What kind of attitude?
especially with someone that have a higher position than me, like older people or like my higher ups. Uh, Sometimes I did wrong with them, with my attitude. I don't know.
Okay, thank you, Miss Dina. Thank you so much. Okay, so in discovering yourself, this means you have to know what is your strength, what is your weakness. So what is the deep? Why to make to discover is really important to make your to start a personal branding. So because the first one, if you have to know about what is your strength, for example, that I'm really uh best in for example like to analyze some data, for example like mass radio, right, to become a data and analysis. So he always know about his strength and about the weakness and also the opportunity and strength. And this in this craft you have to build a character and your persona. So there's no competitor that it could be like your and it could be like your competitor, and it is not same with your competitor because you have to compete with your competitor when you have to know about your strength, your weakness, and your opportunity and your threat, right? So and after that, after you start your discovery about yourself, you have to integrate. It means like how I can promote myself. So you can use like offline and online. And I just want to talk here in online and offline, for example, like because for example, like here, I'm really passionate about public speaking. So I'm always join some of class like public speaking class, or I join some of seminar. I just want to join like a workshop, and I just want to practice my public speaking. This means I just want to integrating with the public. So after that, maybe public will be know me as a public speaking, right? As a public speaker. And in online, because we are know that there's some of social media platform here that we have to build our personal branding. We can use the online social media platform, for example, like for example, like a social media like Instagram or LinkedIn, right? And the circle should be in with your goals, because you have to set your goals with the kind of content that is, should be consistent. And after that, you have to quit your content. Am I audible? I'm sorry.
Yes, you're
Yes.
audible.
Okay, okay. Okay, and the third one is you have to create with your content. The content here means that it's based from yourself, right? It's just like to educate, to inspire, to persuade, or and please keep away some of drama, but when you have to make your content, right? For example, here as I just know Mas Ready, right? Mas Ready now is already always consistent when he wants to use the social media platforms such as Instagram. He always sharing us about sport and always art and music. So that's the content that Masray always sharing in social media. It just a little bit example, right? and after that you have to engage with your public, because in a personal branding, it means that you have to be known in front of the public. You have to be appear in the public that this is my personal branding, and the public will be know about your characteristic, what is your personal and what is your potential in yourself. So don't forget, you have to be active, and let's start to branding yourself. Don't to hesitate with some of comment and judge by someone, and you have to start right now here, right? Okay, would you mind to express? Okay, and this is what is the most people get wrong about what is personal branding, right? Maybe here, if we want to build a positive, there's some of like perception come to ourselves, and some of misunderstanding about personal branding, and I'm sure that maybe you just like shy, and you have to make a personal branding in yourself, right? The first one that the most people get wrong about personal branding is about show up. Maybe here, some of you think that to make a personal branding, it is like we have to spamming, right? Or we are just showing up to everyone that I'm the best one, I'm the good one to in front of the people. But I think it's just like it is like a toxic mindset from yourself, because it's not true. Because when we have to make, or we have to create our personal branding, it's mean that we have to be confident with our content, because that personal branding is just come from our value and what is the potential that we want to share to the public, right? And also the personal branding is amazing. Maybe some of people here, right, some of think that personal branding is just like amazing. Amazing is means that it's something that the reputation that is not true, and something that the reputation is good, or something that the reputation is not true. It's not true, and wrong image by someone, right? And the third one is too much spamming in social media. And the last but not least, but I don't have anything what to share. And here it means that some of people maybe just want to worry about have some boundaries about when I want to sharing in social media platforms. When I just want to I'm afraid if someone will be judge me negative by my content, for example, and I don't have anything what to share, because I don't have something to do to share to the public about ourselves. So you don't have to do that, because you have to embrace about yourself. And I give you some for example, right here. And this is like because when I was elementary school and start from elementary school, I'm really passionate in writing. So I always join some of competition, for example, like writing competitions, just like how to make a write how to make an article, how to make like magazine in the world at the time. So I'm always consistent to do that. I really love about writing, and you never know that after I get resigned from my job, I got some opportunity. I got hired by some of company to become a copywriter. And this is an example that caption that I write in some of the beverage is called Little Josie here. And Little Josie is just like some of beverage from Palembang, and I get hired to make as a freelancer, and have a freelance to make a copywriting freelancing here. So here and about it here, because before I'm joined with Britzone Surabaya, I'm always share a content about Cakrana Indonesia. So Cakrana Indonesia is just like a platform provided like we want to engage public, or especially in Indonesia, and about the art, tourism place, about something. And I'm always consistent to do to explain or to share to share the public about Japan, Indonesia. So I think this is and you never know that, because I work here in Japan, Indonesia as like a content creator. I got some of job to become a freelance in another company. It's just because I'm always consistent to do and to build my personal branding itself. Would you mind to next, please? Okay, so this is some of why we have to build a personal branding, and why personal branding is really important for us. The first one is personal branding can boost up for your career. Seems like what I have to say before, right? When we have to know about personal brand, it could be like boost up for your career. For example, like here, I just want to share you about a little bit things about what I have to do, like start from since I elementary school until senior high school, because I'm really consistent to become to become a writer. So I got some of opportunity to be hired by get a job because I love writing. And the second is about sharing your expertise in a way what provide value and establish here, because in personal branding it means that you have to know about your value, what is your potential, and you have to provide that about your value to inform the people. And if people wants to hire you, for example, in the career, and they will know you well because your value itself and will established, right? And the third of us, social media is extraordinary gift, and it's time to start taking advantage for the opportunity by social media. Here I have some story too about why when we want to build the personal branding, we use social media, right? Maybe some of you think that the first time that we have to think about social media is because there's some of toxic content by social media, because I don't want to share anything about my life, because in social media sometimes that people may think it is like amazing, right? And there's some story here, and it's come from myself and also some of my community here. My what would I have to say? Our Mas Ready, right? Mas Ready is just like have got some of advantage when he wants to use the social media like such as LinkedIn. It was from December. Why I say that social media is really important, an extraordinary gift by the technology, because everyone here know about LinkedIn, and I got a job by LinkedIn at the time on December. The story here begins start from December when they and she asked me for give your portfolio, because I'm already I'm just like so near your LinkedIn, and I just want to hire some of the efficient in my company. And believe or not, after that I make some interview after I gave them my curriculum fit and also my portfolio to this company, and I got some interview, and they say that, okay, Ryan, you we hire you for this division. So that's the really important about social media. And seems like Mas Ready here, and maybe he can share a little bit about what is really important social media itself. Would you mind, Mas Ready? Maybe you can share about when you build your personal branding in social media, you can have like extraordinary grip by the social media itself. Would you mind to share a little bit, Mas Ray?
Of course. Okay.
Hi,
And
Mas
maybe,
Ray, are you there?
hello, hello. Am I audible?
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
you are audible.
Okay. Maybe I will share brief story about my experience using LinkedIn. Yeah. So in December last month, I got an offer for from another bank in Jakarta. Just for your info, right now I working for Bank Central Asia in Surabaya, because I used to use LinkedIn to post my activity in Britzone, and then in in the other work activity, they see my profile that fit their requirement, so they contact me and offer me a better offer than that I got from my company right now. So that's the importance of uh, what beneficial of using your social media to show up your ability. Yeah. So it can broaden your opportunities, especially for getting a job.
Oh, thank you,
Okay.
Mas Ray. Thank you so much for sharing about LinkedIn, right? Because Mas Ray is used LinkedIn, and he got a job by LinkedIn because he used a social media platform as a benefit, extraordinary gift by technology, right? So I just want to say that Bridget here, so you don't have to hesitate about yourself, right? Be confident, because you never know, right? You really passionate about it and you're really consistent about your content, just sharing, don't to think too much about what kind of people who would like to judge about yourself, right? So just you don't have to think about it and be embraced and be confident. And the last but not least is
It's
you have to
14
important
hours.
story to share that only you can tell. So for example like this, April, because we don't have something to do, right? For example, when we have to hire someone in the volunteer in a volunteer or to become an organization, we have to know about themselves, right? But what if we don't have like portfolio, we don't have like curriculum vitae, for example? So the people they will be hire us because we don't know about themselves. So that's why in social in to build a personal branding, it means that we have to sharing everything about ourselves. But remember, the thing that we have to share is just like to be inspired, to educate, and there's some of value to share about our content. And yeah, next slide, please. Okay, maybe this is the last slide for the personal branding. So the biggest and most successful personal branding, it means that you have to A, B, C, D, E. I think that there's some of 26 letter, but I just write 5 letter here. So what is that? How to make a successful and the biggest successful personal branding is that you have to be authentic, right? Just like I told you before that we have to be authentic. We don't have to be same like another people. We don't have to pretend that we have to like a mask, or we have to pretending like we seems like another people. And the second is about be more oh, I think this is wrong. My slide. Okay, I'm so sorry. This is a be more confident. Yeah, since like I told you before that we have to confidence and do the please never underestimate about yourself, because in personal branding it's like you have to know about what is your strategy, your potential, your value, and the things that you have to know about yourself is only you. So it means that you don't have to worry and just confident. And keep consistent. It means that you have to always consistent about your content, about what is your value and your potential, and what is consistent about your personal branding. And you have to be different. It's the same like USP in marketing. It's when you have to know about your selling, your uniqueness selling point about yourself, and you have to know about how to make I'm stand from the crowd. How what is people will be know about ourselves because we are different. And the last but not least is about the way to always evaluate yourself, because it's personal branding. It's not working. You can evaluate yourself. For example, like because I just want to be known as a public speaker, but I think that sometimes I don't have something to do to the public speaking. So you can have to be evaluate. Maybe you have to join some of class. You're looking for some of course about personal speaking, and yeah, you can be a great public speaker. So I think that's all from my presentation today. Thank you so much. And we have some of FGD session after this, right? Down, please. Down. Oh,
Wow,
okay.
that's cool.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
finally.
wow, this is cool. You are not nervous. You are just have a gimmick. It's cool.
Thank
Okay,
you so
this
much.
is interesting. Maybe after this we can continue with our FGD session, right? Maybe,
Correct.
yeah.
Maybe I just give you some of the question in FGD session.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What's
but
for?
Almira.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Would you mind to share the FGD session, please?
Okay. Wait. About FGD session is, I think FGD session is about, I just say it about a politician, influencer,
Yeah,
celebrity,
yeah, yeah,
something like that, right?
yeah.
Is
Maybe
it too? Mhm.
Albina, would you mind to sharing the slide,
Will?
please?
Abil, can you help
Yeah, yeah,
share the
right.
question again?
Here we
Yeah.
go. Okay, okay, thank you, Mbak Almira and also Mbak Abil, right?
Yeah. This
Okay,
is F-
okay. Britzone, this is some of our FGD session here. I have two questions that we have to you have to discuss with your facilitator. And yeah, the first one is you work as a key of leader or call specialist in one of the marketing agency, and you have a duty to find one public figure, for example, like politicians and like Telegram influencer, celebrity, model it could be, and to become a brand ambassador in one product, relate with the public figure. Who is she and why? Who is she or he and why you choose them to become a brand ambassador? And the second is what kind of social media platform is more effective that you want to be used to be your personal branding and why? Right? So maybe I just want to give you some example that in the first question that you have to discuss. No, no, it's okay. Yeah, okay. The first one is about Warda. Warda, right? Warda choose the brand ambassador is Dewi Sandra, right? Why they choose Dewi Sandra to become brand ambassador? Because it's really relate and really represent Warda product. Because Dewi Sandra is really religious and it's really segmentation and segmented to the product to the public. Because Dewi Sandra, we know that she is a really religion, really beautiful and really polite, right? And really represent the product like a Warda. And the second is about the social media platform. For example, like we have to discuss here. Seems like me and us already sharing to all of you here, right? We use social media platform that is more effective in professional way. We use like a LinkedIn and Instagram, for example, right? Why we choose LinkedIn and also social media and other social media platforms such as Instagram, because in LinkedIn it means like you curriculum today it switch in technology, so maybe some of company can rate your portfolio or your I mean your curriculum today in that social media, right? So yeah, this is maybe this is the I think I'm enough to explain about this FGD session, right? So control back to the MC, but Almira.
Wow. Okay. Thank you, Karian, for the presentation, the cool presentation. And now we just go to our FGD session. Before Karian said about the two of topics is about relate with the personal branding. So you can have some interesting discussion and hope you enjoy your discussion. Maybe I just wanna greeting all of facilitator. Hello, Hello, Kak Ready.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Next is Kak Iva. Hello, Kak Iva.
Hello.
Hello. The next is Kak Serina. Hello, Kak Serina.
Hi, Kalmira.
Hi. Hello. How's your day, Kak Serina? I
Great. How about you?
really grateful today. So yeah, maybe we can go to the breakout room, right? With everyone is ready. So yeah, see you in the main room after the FGD session. Bye bye.
You prisoners.
See you. See you.
Hello, Iva, Linda, Revaldo. Can you hear me?
Hello, Kak.
Hi, Mas. Yes, I can hear.
Hi, nice to see you here.
Clear. Am I audible?
Okay, I think uh, there are only 4 people, yeah, in this breakout room, and me, my name is Reddy, and Ipa will help you to discuss about the topic given by our speaker in the main room in the previous session. Okay, maybe before we start our discussion, it's better to introduce ourselves first so that we can know each other better. Maybe I will start first. My name is Reddy Hermawan. You can call me Reddy or Rae. Right now, I'm a worker. I work for Bank Sentral Asia Surabaya. I stay in Surabaya. So maybe that's enough. That's the short profile of me. It's such a pleasure to meet you in this breakout group. Okay, maybe we can move to Ipa.
Hi, am I audible?
No,
No? Okay,
I
wait, wait,
can't
wait.
hear your voice. Hello?
How about now?
Yeah, okay. Okay, we can hear you.
Okay. Am I audible now? Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Iva. I'm an undergraduate student in Institut Teknologi 10 November Surabaya. And now I live in Jember. So nice to meet you. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you, Eva.
Maybe next, Mbak Dinda, want to introduce yourself?
Okay, thank you. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dinda Mesyara Alvira. You can call me Dinda. I'm from West Aceh, but now I'm studying in Brawijaya University, and now I'm in Malang. Okay, nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you, Dinda. So, the last but not least, Ray Faldo.
Yes. Hello, 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 everyone.
Hello.
My name is Revaldo. I'm fresh graduate from Politeknik Perkapalan Negeri Surabaya, and now I'm live in Gresik. Yes. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to
Nice to
meet you
meet
too,
you, Rivaldo.
Mas
Revaldo.
Revaldo.
Okay, what are we going to be discuss in this session, Ivan? The first question, we are assigned to choose one public figure, yeah.
Yes, right. Yes, right, Mas Reddy.
Yeah, and then we have to describe the personal branding of that public figure. What impression what we get when we see that person, yeah. Okay, who wants to give who want to share the first opinion about this question? Dinda, maybe?
Mas Ray.
But I don't have a opinion about. Mungkin bisa orang dulu, Mas.
Okay, okay. Okay, maybe may I start first?
It's okay, Mas. Go ahead. Go
Okay,
ahead.
okay. Yeah, who comes to my mind is Deddy Corbuzier. When I see Deddy Corbuzier, uh, actually he's a very famous person. Maybe all of Indonesian people know who is Deddy Corbuzier. He is a podcast master, and then he is a bodybuilder. He is a fitness enthusiast, and that personal branding made him to be recruited as a brand ambassador of a health brand, yeah, like Under Armour, and then if I'm not mistaken, some of uh, whey protein factories also contact him and uh, ask him to be the brand ambassador of their brand. So that's my opinion. That's the person that comes to my mind when we talk about this question. So maybe Eva or Revaldo can give your opinion, can give your thought about this question. Maybe you have one person, one public figure that you admire, and you can share how you, sorry, what make them as your favorite person or your favorite public figure.
Maybe I will try to
Okay,
answer.
okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
I think firstly, maybe I choose what product that I want to people to see. Maybe I will start with cosmetic product or skincare product. For me, I personally idolize girl group from Korea named Twice. Actually Twice is already being a brand ambassador for skincare product in Indonesia named Scarlett, and I think because of their influence, the Scarlett is getting bigger in getting bigger on their selling products. And I want to, maybe if one day I have a cosmetic product or I have brand for cosmetic product or skincare product, I will try to make some artists from Korea to be my brand ambassador. Maybe something like that,
Okay,
Mas.
okay, thank you for sharing, Eva. Okay, maybe we can do Revaldo or Dinda.
Hmm,
Come on, guys.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Just try.
Just say it. You can use bilingual. You can use
Yeah, yeah.
bahasa.
You can combine English, bahasa if you feel not confident enough to speak fully in English. Yeah.
I will try.
Okay, go
Okay.
ahead.
I think I I think Raffi Ahmad because he have a mass of follower in in Instagram, and everyone can know him. So it can it can uh, mm,
In your opinion, what makes Raffi Ahmad
uh,
very famous?
I think he is a good is a good is a, is a good good MC. Yes, if of a of 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 a event, so it can make him very famous, and he uh, he uh, he always so in so so in 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 uh,
Yeah, he
yeah,
has many variety show. Yeah,
yes, in
yeah.
variety show.
He is a very funny people.
Yes,
Sorry, person. Very
yes,
funny person and very uh, influencing person. Yeah, he
yes,
can make every show that he in more attractive to others. So that's make him a very famous public figure that we know nowadays. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Revaldo, for sharing.
You're welcome.
Okay. So we go to Dinda. Who
Okay,
is your
thank you.
favorite? Yeah. Who is your favorite public figure and why?
Uh, he is not my favorite public figure, but in my idea, he he is Fighter JD because I'm interested with his promotion with the unique character, with his funny character. So it can make the person, the person can interesting with the promotion of him. Yes, I think like that. Fadil JD.
Fadil JD, ya, YouTuber and then entrepreneur juga ya. Fadil
Sorry?
JD. Halo, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, Fadil JD. If I'm not mistaken, he is a YouTuber. He is also an entrepreneur ya.
Yes, he is a
Yeah.
YouTuber, celebgram.
Oh, but how he start his career as a YouTuber or as an
No,
entrepreneur?
I think with Instagram, he likes to have a joke with his father.
Joke
Like
with
that.
his father?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know about that before.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, thank you, Dinda, for
I think he
sharing.
likes
Yeah,
to endorse.
endorse.
Yes.
Do endorse for online shop
Oh,
and his endorse always funny because
oh,
he doing it like a comedy show with
oh,
her father and her brother.
Yes, like the vendor in Tanah Abang.
Yes.
oh, I see. Okay, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so if we want to be a very famous people, we have to be a humorous person, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Dinda, for sharing your thought
Okay.
about this question. So maybe we move to the second question, yeah, Ifa, yeah.
Okay, Mas
What
Budi.
is the second question? Can you help me, Ifa?
The second question is what kind of social media platform is more effective that you want to use to build your personal branding and why? Maybe who wants to be the first to answer the question?
Do you mind
Okay.
to start first?
I want.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Dinda.
okay, okay, Dinda. Go ahead,
Okay,
Dinda.
I think about my idea is I will do my platform with my design, especially because I'm an architecture student. So I think I will explain that my file that are my followers about a knowledge about architect, about design, or etc. like that. Yes,
maybe you will use Instagram.
yes, of course.
I see.
Good.
Okay.
See.
Maybe you can also share your Instagram in the chat
Yes.
box so that
Yes.
we can see and then likes or comments your contents.
But no, that about my plan.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes,
It
but not
it
yet.
has not
Yes,
started yet, yeah.
yes.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Good luck with your plan, ya, Dinda.
I mean, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So who will share the thoughts next? Ifa or Revaldo?
Maybe I'll try, Mas.
Okay, okay.
Oh, it's okay, Mas Revaldo.
Okay. I I will try. I I I think Instagram, because most of people have in Instagram, and much of time uh, to to open to to open Instagram.
Okay, thank you, Revaldo. Yeah, we
Welcome.
just have 3 minutes left. Yeah,
Hmm.
3 minutes left. Okay, maybe Eva, can you
Yes, Mas.
share? Yeah, can you share your thoughts or your opinion about this question in a concise way? Just maybe 30 seconds. Hello.
I'm sorry, Mas. Can you repeat?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay. My opinion about the question number 2, Mas. Oh, okay. Me personally, I don't think I use social media that much. I just use social media for having fun. I just used to share my what is what I like music or uh, band, artist, something like that. So I think I'm not use social media as my personal branding for now, but I think I will someday I will use social media as my what is it to 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 track my career. Like I want to start to feel what is it feel LinkedIn, uh, like joining organization or volunteer or something like that. But for now, I haven't started yet.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Maybe it might turn. Yeah.
Okay, Mas Reddy.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Like all, I usually use Instagram as my main social media to share my activity. But since the last 2 years, I start focusing to build my personal brand in LinkedIn, because I think many recruiter see the candidates in LinkedIn. So if you want to be found, uh, bisa ditemukan oleh mereka, we have to make sure that we stand out than the other people in LinkedIn. Yeah, we have to share our achievement and then our activity outside studying or outside working, so that they see ourselves as the active people that eager to learn more uh, about the new thing. Yeah. So yeah, Pak. Hello.
I'm sorry, Mas. In my laptop, there's notification. Breakout room will close in 30
Oh, okay.
seconds.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's my opinion about the second question. So it's time for us to choose the representative of our discussion in the main room. So who wants to be the representative? Dinda or Revaldo?
Okay, guys. If there's none, maybe we.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you, Denny. So we're waiting for another people, right? They're all back right now. Back to you, Valmira.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Come back to our main group and hope you. How was your FGD session? Maybe
Really
Denny.
good, really.
Wow,
But
good.
that's so quick. We have not decided who will be the representative for this presentation session. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay. Thank you, Karen. Oh, that's good. So maybe everyone is enjoying in FGD session, I think. For the wow, Princess is give this emoticon Kaifa too.
Yeah, we've got an insightful discussion, I guess.
Wow, so cool. Okay, maybe we just everyone has already have a representative. Hello, Fasil. Have you already? Yeah, Serena. Okay, so maybe we start from the facilitator, Serena. Who's your representative?
Thank you, Miss Alvira. So we have Miss Dina for our representative in a room 1.
Wow. Yeah, okay.
It's yours. Time's yours. Sorry.
Recollect Dina.
Thank you, Kak. Thank you, Kak Sherina, for the fun time at FGD. And we had, I want to thank Kak Ryan because the presentation was so good. As I rarely enjoy this kind of topic because it's a little bit confusing for me. But yeah, and now I can understand better and a little bit interested in personal branding. And so our group talked about 2 products that we will sell. The first one is baby toddler related products like milk and like toddler diet, like maybe MPASI, I don't know. Yeah, those kind of products. And Kaputri chose Tasha Kamila for the brand ambassador because Tasha Kamila she has a toddler named Arasha, and I think every Indonesian loves Arasha if we follow her Instagram. And also for the second product is a planner, like a organizer or like planner book. And the brand ambassador would be Zafira Akila. She's an influencer and also a YouTuber. And I think she's a great fit for the products because she is a student in Japan. She's a master student in Japan, and she's known for her hardworking lifestyle, and she's really organized and she's really productive. And I think that suits the planner book. And also the best social media for personal branding for me now is Instagram, because I'm pretty interested in self-development, and I am now kind of sharing my personal development related experience on my private Instagram to my family and closest friends. And yeah, and for Kaputri, she's doing her personal branding in Instagram as well as and LinkedIn for her career oriented personal branding. And for Denny, Denny interested in Job Street for his personal branding. And yeah, that's all we talked about in the FGD, and it was such a really fun time. Thank you.
Wow, so cool. That's good. Yeah, I'm interested with Arasha and Natasha Kamila. Maybe another response from Kak Ryan. Thank you, Kak Dina, and the facilitator, Kak
Yeah,
Serena.
sure. Yeah, thank you so much, Dina, for your to become representative for your group, right? With Mbak Putri and also Denny, if I'm mistaken. And yeah, this is great because when you have to choose some of influencer or some of celebrity, it means that you already know how is personal branding, right? You have already know what is a personal branding, and you just want to relate with the product, and it's because you know about the value by the people to make to relate about this product. And about the social media, I think already great because you already know how to build your your personal branding. Use Instagram, right? If I'm not mistaken, because you want to become like you always become like a life learner and you want to develop yourself. So that's good to use your social media such as Instagram and LinkedIn. So thank you so much, Dina, and yeah, back to Almira.
Okay, thank you, Garayan. So the next facilitator is maybe Kak ready. Are you ready
Iva,
for
Iva,
the?
Iva.
Oh, Iva. Oh, Iva. Okay. Okay, for Iva.
Thank you, Kak Almira, for
Yeah.
give me chance to speak. Our FGD session was really great. I have 3 people with me. There's Mas Reddy, Mas Rivaldo, and Mbak Dinda. But unfortunately, we haven't choose our representatives. Maybe I will need Mbak Dinda's help. Mbak Dinda, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Will you be our representative?
Okay, I will try.
Okay, go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead, Mbak Dinda. Good luck. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I will presentation about about our discuss. For the first, yes, for the first about the product that Mbak Iva chose is cosmetic. Yes, and then the
Manufacturer. Manufacturer.
and she chose that sorry, I forget. She chose about
Twice.
Why?
uh
Korean girl band.
ambassador. Oh yes, Korean ambassador.
Yeah.
She just about Korean ambassador, and then about Mas Rivaldo. He chose Raffi Ahmad because he has uh, a lot of sorry, because he have much about the followers, and then he is one of famous actress in Indonesia. And then about Mas Reddy, I forget was the
I choose
product that
Daddy Corbuzier.
yes, Dedicom user,
Yeah.
and the product is
The fashion Under Armour, then fitness equipment.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. And about me, I chose Fadil JD because I think he is a unique telegram that when she promotion about his handlers, yes, because his unique character, I chose him. And then about that the second question about Mbak Iva chose Instagram, and she will promotion about the volunteer or yes, the volunteer and etc. feeds or yes, about the volunteers feed. And then about Mas Rifadosh, he chose Instagram too. Me choose Instagram, and Mas Reidi Instagram too. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Yay! Thank you, Dida, for giving the contribution of our discussion. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Kak Iva, Kak Redi. Thank you, Kak Dinda, for the representative for this group, and Kak Rivaldo too, right? So thank you for that thoughts, and maybe that's already all of FGD, right? Maybe another response from Kak Ryan for that thoughts.
For sure. Thank you for Kadinda, right, for your insightful about this topic. And I just want to make a highlights about what she was mentioning before when we about what kind of product that you want to choose and what kind of person or public figure that you want to choose, right? It is like Fadil Jadil, if I'm not mistaken, right? With Fahmu. So why Fadil Jadil, if I'm not mistaken the name, right? Fadil Jadil always gets some of endorsement by some of KOL because he always unique when he wants to promote the product. So that's it about the brand, the personal branding about Fadil, right? And if you want to, I mean, compare with some of influencer, for example, like Keanu, or for example, no, it is a little bit same, but seems like another influencer like Rachel Fiennes, for example, right? There's some of uniqueness by Fadil that it could be like stand out with another influencer when he wants to explain, or he wants to, I mean, like make endorsement to the product in the public. So yeah, that's true for Miss Dina and the group, because you already know how to make uh, how to know personal branding is, and you already know about the value and also the potential when you have to hire someone as a become a KOL or key of leader specialist. Thank you so much for the facilitator, and also Badinda for the first time. Thank you so much. I back to the Almira.
Okay, thank you, Karayan, for the responses. Good responses, I think. So we have a continue to a Q&A session, right?
Yeah.
Maybe from the participant have some question or maybe a personal question to Ryan. Is it okay, Kak?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe you can
Just
open
raise
your
hands,
mic.
right?
Yeah, open your mic with raise hand first, or yeah, please, maybe.
Yeah, maybe Dina, maybe. Dina looks curious about the material, right?
I mean,
Curious about our material. Yeah.
I'm wondering, like my interest and my passion is about self-development, right? And it's more like it's orientating into spirituality. So it's really personal, and I'm wondering whether or not I can bring this personal branding of mine into my professional personal branding. What do you think, Ryan?
Okay, sure. This is a great question, by the way, right? Thank you, Dina, for this question. And I'm sure you already know about what is your personal branding, actually. And the first time I met you before in Britzone, Jakarta, I just know that you are psychologist, right? You're a psychologist? Yeah, psychologist. If I'm not mistaken, you're a student of psychology, right? Major. And because your appearance and your personality is tell the you are from the psychology. So maybe that's come from yourself, and you have to embrace that, and you have to be focused and always consistent. What do you have, what kind of potential that you have in yourself, and what a value that you want to you offer to the people. So you have to know, seems like my told before, you have to know about yourself first. Like you use like some of formula, and you have to know what is your value and what is your authenticity. You have to find by yourself, and I'm sure that because when we have to talk like this, we already know that you are from psychology students. So maybe that's for me, or maybe there's some of insight by someone here. Yeah, feel free for open the mic, right? Yeah, what about Dina? You agree with my answer,
Yeah,
or you have
yeah,
some question maybe?
yeah. I just realized that that's also part of my personal branding as well. I kind of forget that's kind of cool thing to have like psychology student.
Yeah, because in personal branding, it means like it's different with your reputation, right? Because in reputation and imaging, it means that two kind of them, like reputation and imaging, is seems but different meanings, right? When we talk about reputation, it means that there's some convention by someone. For example, like I told you before, you are a psychology student. It could be like a wrong statement or the right statement, right? Or maybe because it's kind of different, so you have to know about what is the personal branding because you need effort. That's like I was mentioned before, that you have to have an effort to build the personal branding, right? And yeah, it's because your style, your differences, your potential, and something is just different with another, so you have to be focused and consistent and confident. Don't forget to be confident.
Thank you, Kak Ryan, for the answer.
Yeah, you're welcome. So what about the others?
Yeah, maybe the others have some question. Maybe Kak Dinda, Kak Rivaldo, or maybe Kak Denny. You have another question. Mas Witato, is it okay to ask Kak Ryan and maybe Kak Putri? Maybe you
Okay,
have
this
some
question
question.
came right
In the chat box.
from the chat.
Yeah, in the chat.
Yeah, from Mas Brady. Mas Ray asked about when the best time to start building your personal branding. When is the best time? Is it okay to change in the future?
Yeah,
Okay, thank you for the question, right? Okay, here, I'm sure that when you have to, but already know about yourself, you can to be in what we have to say is just like innovations, right? You have to evaluate what is the best and what is the best thing that I have to make it in the future. Seems like personal branding that we have already made before, right? And it can be changed? Yeah, it can be changed. It can be changed, but you have know about what is your capacity and what is your integrity. For example, like this, maybe I don't like a public speaking, right? At the time, when I was like college students, I don't like about public speaking. But because after that, by the times, because I'm always I just want to see some of public speaker and it's performed in front of the public. So I just want to change to create my public speaking. But don't forget that it's need time. It's not like uh, what do I have to say is need a time because you don't have to make you do the personal branding can word it if you just instant or you just take a short time because in personal branding it's mean that you need the time. So the time is really important. And the second is about communications. So what kind of the content that you want to share to the public, like Mas already asking, right? Can we change in the future? Yes, it could be, but don't forget that it should be there some of value and some of like a vision that you come to yourself. So you already you have to be now you have to know about your value and the content that you want to share to another people means that it's just like there's some of beneficial that you have to share. Oh, that's it for me, Mas Ray. Or maybe some of people here there's some of like insight or opinion about the questions. Yeah, back to Almira, right?
Okay. Okay, thank you, Kak Ryan. Maybe
Okay.
another response from who is the one? Already? Oh, who won the? Oh, okay. Already just thank you. Okay.
You're welcome.
Another person, maybe I just
Yeah,
curious about
we have
me.
still less time, right? For
Hmm,
you.
or the yeah, maybe one or two question is enough.
Yeah, or maybe this here, maybe question come from myself, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So is it okay when we want to make a personal branding as a type people, right? For example, like extrovert and introvert. So what do you think, for example, like the question we have here, do you think that introvert person can build or develop the persona branding? I think it could be, right? Because why?
Yeah.
Because you maybe some of you guys here know about ever heard about overheard Jakarta, just like some of the branding that they want to, I mean, it's like publish in the public is they don't show their appearance, like the face or their self, but they always sharing about words, only words. So it is like a kind of introvert people that they want to be known as a public as when they want to be known as a branding from themselves. So it is like an introvert people. But yeah, sure, it could be like it doesn't matter you're extrovert or introvert. The important thing that you have a value, you don't have like content that you have to share to the public. And please don't forget that you have to be confident, because when you have to do personal branding, it means that there's some of valuable asset in yourself that you have to be known. So yeah, don't underestimate about yourself. So just be ready, confident, and yeah, don't care about other people think about yourself when you do personal branding.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. Yeah, maybe I think when we introvert, sometimes we just don't care about that, about our personal branding, right? Sometimes
Yeah.
that everyone with the introvert person is just like to not to share about
Yeah.
their life.
Sure.
So
Sure.
yeah, but it's good. It must be important, right? For
Yeah.
now,
Sure.
because everything
Yeah.
is digitalized. So yeah,
Yeah.
maybe the company
Yeah.
can
Seems
know,
like
but
people
you.
maybe. Yeah. Yeah, seems like a people that really I because I don't like, I'm not passionate about public speaking, and I don't want to be appearance in the front of the public. So maybe I kind of people that really introvert, and the personal branding that I want to brand this, the product come from myself. For example, like because I'm really passionate about photography, for example, right? So I'm always post in my Instagram, or I just want to be known to other people that I have like sense of art when I capture something, for example, like photography, or you even you want to be known as like a great like a writer. Yeah, it could be like if you then say that is it okay for introvert people? Yeah, it can be to build your personal branding.
Yeah, true. Maybe I just interested this comment.
Yeah, back to you, Balmir.
But Kak Reddy just comment
Okay,
about
thank you
this.
so much.
Hey you, yeah. Hey introvert, maybe it is a bit
Bye.
hard, but you can
Maybe.
also do what the extrovert do. This is yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
sure.
Because I
100%
have
I'm agree.
yeah, I have some friends that they are introvert, but like you said before, the introvert my introvert friends is just yeah posting about the photography, maybe about the some event like they share about the even another person, but yeah it's looking that oh so you're active, you join the webinar something like that, right? We know that when you introvert but you are active to join uh, the good event to develop their self, right? So yeah, maybe this is it or another
Sure.
responses. Yeah, another responses. Maybe another one in this room. The participant want to be share about your maybe experience in your life, in your daily life, about the personal branding, or maybe yeah. Okay, actually, for myself, um, I just brand myself. I just remember, Kak Ryan, before you asked me about
Yeah.
what you want to be, your personal branding, right? So yeah, I like sing. I passionate in sing a song. So yeah, in my on my Instagram, I just uploaded about my video when I sing. So maybe yeah, I like public speaking too because yeah, relating with public relation, right? So yeah, the the part that I just want to be known is yeah the public public speakers too, and the one is I just want to be a lecturer. So yeah, but this is a process, right? Maybe
Yeah.
it's just split with my passion, but yeah, it's a relating, but not really. But yeah, I try.
Yeah, it's related. I mean, in personal branding, it's just like you can collaborate with your hobby, your hobby, and what is your passion. Could be. For example, like I love to sing a song and just want to write some of lyric. It could be the same like yeah, you have to be known as songwriter, for example, right? In the future. Yeah,
Yeah,
it could
I
be.
mean,
I hope so.
so
Okay.
thank you, Kak Ryan. Or
Yeah.
maybe this is the the end our meeting today. And yeah, thanks a lot for the insightful topic today, Kak Ryan. And thank you everyone that participant is today. Yeah, it's exciting. It's more interesting to know you all participant in here, Kak Dina, Kak Revaldo, Kak Dinda, Kak Redi, Kak Iva, Kak Putri, Kak Serina, and for sure Kak Rian. Yeah. Thank you so much for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Yep. You have another thoughts?
Yeah, I have some closing statement maybe, right?
Yeah, sure.
First and foremost, I just want to say thank you so much, right, for attending this class. And this is my first time to become a conductor here, so I'm so sorry if I couldn't speak grammatically, right? Seems like Dina or Mbak Putri or Mas Ray or other people here. I'm so sorry for that, and I'm so sorry for your inconvenience because maybe this material is just little bit information. I couldn't elaborate more, but maybe after this we can discuss together, right? So don't forget always to be confident. Just embrace yourself, who you are, and yeah, don't underestimate about yourself, and just let's start to make a personal branding because you never know. After this, maybe you get some of opportunity comes from yourself, and yeah, maybe we can meet directly, right, to sharing and discuss together about personal branding. So thank you, Britzone Surabaya. Thank you for all of participants here. I really appreciate it. I want to cry.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm
thank you
so
so much.
proud of you, Karian, for today. That's cool. And yeah, maybe I'm sorry too because yeah, I'm MC for today, but yeah, I just have a mistake. Maybe I'm so sorry too, but yeah, thanks a lot. And maybe right now for a photo session, please. Just for photo session, maybe Kak Dinda, Kak Revaldo, Kak Sherina, everyone's.
Yeah.
Oh, our operator, Kak Abil, maybe please you can on your video because yeah, this is photo session. Hello, Kak Dinda, please turn on your camera. Kak Dinda, Kak Abil.
Okay, wait.
Okay. Wow.
I love the glass. Glass is fine.
I already
You
have.
look cool, Mas Ray.
Okay, maybe we can go. Kak Putri, can you turn on your camera? Or not really? Okay. Everyone is
Okay.
ready. Okay, maybe. Please, who wants to shoot this? Okay.
I can take the photo.
Okay, Kak ready.
Okay. Okay, let's go, guys. I will count from 3 to 1, and then your best smiling. 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, wait. Once again, 3, 2, 1. Smile. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Karedi. So yeah, maybe the for finish our class today, we just shout out our tagline again.
15 hours.
What is it? Okay. Dare to speak up. When I say Britzone Surabaya, you can replay it with dare to speak up. So
Okay.
please, everyone, open your microphone. Okay. When I count one, no, I just say Britzone Surabaya, and you just replay dare to speak up. Okay, everyone is ready. Okay. Britzone Surabaya.
Dare
To
to speak up.
up. Yay. Okay.
Yay. Okay. Thank you, Rian. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Thank you. Bye-bye. See you in the next class. And just, yeah, know more
Yeah.
about.
See you. Have a nice weekend.
Yeah, you can follow our Instagram, Britzone SBY, for a lot of information about our class for the next class.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
guys.